Today we're going to quickly go through the 525RX brush cutter and the head replacement process for you. So you could have multiple different heads that you put on the 525RX brush cutter, but mainly they're going to be either a string cutter or some kind of metal instrument. So for something harder, like if you're going through small twigs and branches in the woods. So here I have two of them. This one is more of a like sawzall type, a circular saw type blade, and this is going to go through things that are, about pinky size. Definitely go through your pinky, so be careful. This as well is for just larger items, so things like let's say rose bushes, not rose bushes, but thorn bushes or bramble bushes, things like that. This will go through that. And then you have your typical string trimmer, which comes in a bunch of different shapes and sizes. The 525RX actually is a .095 size, so just make sure right there that you're getting the correct one for you. So, you might, if you do buy one, you might automatically think you just rip it open, you pull out the piece as much as you want. It's actually on the back. Pull this out. You take out as much as you want, usually a couple arm lengths, and then you can put it back so it's for easy storage, and that's great overall. All right, so in my case, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't seem to have a knife with me, so let me see what we have in the garden. Good job. There we go. Put that back in here. Ready for next time. No mess, I can just put this away, good to go. So, for the head trimmer, first, before I show you how to replace that, I'll show you how to actually just add some new line and replace your existing trimmer. So, on the sides, right here, and right here, on both sides, there are little push points. You just push those, top pops up, and then inside you have your spindle. So the spindle has the exit ports, which are going to have obviously the wire. I have a little bit of wire in here right now. I will take that out and actually reuse that instead of this new one, just to show you how to set it up. So you are going to have whatever length that you want. So this is usually like 3 arm lengths. And I'm going to then reach both ends together and then pull the rest out. So now I have an equal spacing on both sides. You take the loop of this and then you go to the head spindle that's going to actually hold all of this, and you'll see on one side it says the direction that you're going to wind this in. So now I'm going to take that, I hook it onto the piece that's going to hold it in place, and all I do is spin it around. It's nice and easy. It's a very simple product and I like it. I like simple, everyone likes simple. It's nice and easy, less stress, less things you gotta worry about. So. At the end there. Alright, so when you're putting it in place, it's just, you have these little holes here that you can clip in one of the sides to make it easy for putting it down and getting your other tools ready. Alright, so now I have this. It's a little uneven, a little lopsided, that's fine. So what's going to happen is this is going to go inside here, and then you're going to put it back on. So now that I have both sides ready, maybe I'll even make this shorter so then they're equal. Might as well. Apologies for that. Let's just make this right there, and this one right here. So now I'm going to put it in with the lip side down, put it in place there, put that through, put that through. Now you put it on, and you're good to go. Mine is a little bit longer than it should have been, and now I could either cut this off, or when this actually starts going, if it's too long, if it's extended too much, then this little cutter here, which is covered by lots of grass from the morning job that I had, then it would chop this off. So it's not a big deal, but I'm just gonna cut it here because I have these. Why not? So very simple. That's now a hedge trimmer is all set up and ready to go. So you might wonder how this is going to actually come out and feed the rest of that. So that's part of this whole design process, where this blue bin, every time that you want to extend out the string, you hit the item down with the blue being pushed in, and it will allow the inside to spin, and it pulls out more and more. You're obviously not doing this with your hands. You just, while you're running the machine, pop it on the ground real quick, and that's going to extend out the wire again, allowing you to get more use out of it. So awesome design overall. 525RX Husqvarna. I really like it. We've used it for multiple years now, and very happy with it. So next we'll go over how to take off this head and swap it out for one of these metal, more heavy duty items. So for that, you're going to need two tools. Comes with this little hex key. So this is going to be able to unlock that, and this is going to hold it in place so while you're tightening these screws. So we'll just show you real quick. Flip it over. There is a slot. Let's see. There's this little slot right there, and what you do is you put this key in there and you spin this until it can't spin anymore, and it locks into place. So now this is locked in place. So when I am to take this off later with the actual metal piece, this is where and how I would be using that. So for instance, for this one, just plug it in place, and this one, because it's rubber, because it's plastic and it's not actually the sharp metal, you can use your hands, and now it's in place. Screw comes right off. So now you have this top piece, pinpoint, and all you're gonna do, trying to make it close up for the camera so it's nice and easy to see. There we go. So we'll just go with this one, why not? So you put it on. You can see that the circle is specifically set to sit right inside this little gap here. And then when you actually get the Husqvarna, the excess pieces will be provided to you, which are this head gasket and nut. So this now would go over this. You can see the cutout right here fits perfectly on the grooves down there, and then you can spin your nut on. Oh. There we go. Counterclockwise. All right. So now that that's in place, you can take your key, and like I said before, lock it in place. So spin this until it locks. Where are we at? Oop. Lock, 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 lock. There we go. Now it's in place. I can take this, turn it. Oh, I'm turning in the wrong direction. This is the direction you want to turn it. Alrighty. Now, because I have the key lock in the back, so this won't be able to spin, so I can tighten this down. You want to make sure when you're doing this that it's not moving out of place, because if it does, then this is going to be lopsided, and that is not something you want. So make sure that it stays on there. You should wear gloves and be careful of the edges. But all right, so now I have this set up and I am ready to go. That was very quick and easy. All right. So that was a super simple scenario to fix it and to swap it over. So I'm not using this right now, so I'm going to take it off, but just for reference, we'll do it one more time. Put the key in the back, this little pull, spin this until it locks in place and can't spin. And then you are to loosen it by turning it clockwise. Loosen is clockwise. Like I said, also, you definitely want gloves or something protecting your hands. Sometimes I didn't have it on that hard, so I was able to just do that very quickly. One way to do it safely is to take your cover that comes with the Husqvarna, put it over, through, and then lock it in place. Okay, so now when I do this, I have a piece of tape over here blocking me, but now when I take it, you can see my wrist and hands are protected by the plastic shroud guard. So, alrighty, put this back in place to lock it in, finish this out, swap it out. Clockwise unlocks in this case, and counterclockwise will tighten it. So what I like to do so that I don't have to lose parts and I can remember for the future, I have everything situated how it would be, and then I take a piece of duct tape and I duct tape it into place, and then I put it right back in the box so that next time when I need this, it's exactly where I want it to be. So now I take my key, put that back, this extra blade that I don't use right now, the actual hex key itself, put that to the side. With this part, it's super simple. This piece, all you do is put it on, and we're doing counterclockwise to lock it in place, like I said. Alrighty, I'm going to grab the key, put that in place so it's locked in place, and then I'm gonna give it another quick spin with my hand. That's it, plenty tight. Put away all of your stuff. Chainsaw. All right, and now we're good to go. That was very quick, very simple. In my opinion, very quick and very simple. Anyway, I hope you liked the video, and this made the changing of the head here a lot easier for you. It can be confusing the first time you do it. So check back next time. Thank you.